Oh boy, do I love Reptile Expos. This is maybe the most pure and most fun part of the hobby. A place where like-minded people come together in real life and get to talk about reptiles. Best deals, best selection, the most fun. Today we're going to talk about what makes Reptile Expos so darn cool. I'm Adam, you're watching Wiccan's Wicked Reptiles. Stick around. I think the word pure is probably the best way to describe Reptile Expos. It's where you go, there's really no negativity, no nonsense, people are nice to each other, and if you're new to the hobby, this is a great way to go out and meet people and become part of the community. In the reptile hobby, there is just that. There's a community. A lot of us know each other, even if it's not in your city or your state or province, or even your country. On Facebook groups, Reddit, Instagram, YouTube, we all kind of get to know each other, and if you go to a Reptile Expo, you get to learn about everybody who's around you. And this is good because people like the same stuff that you like, so it's fun to talk to them. There's less negativity because on the internet, it's really easy to make negative comments, and in real life, the people who make negative comments are, well, they're not at the expo, they're in their parents' basement typing out negative comments. That's what they do. There's really only positive stuff going on, and that's why I love Reptile Expos. But besides that, if you like keeping a lot of your money in your pocket, but you also like getting the best high-quality supplies for your reptiles, that's a great place to go. Reptile Expos. That's what you can do there. Is everyone's got good prices, Reptile Expo pricing. A lot of the times people will call it. So I can buy things like PVCs. PVCs are not the most expensive items in the world, but they're still over 200 bucks. Suppose they're $250 on the website, you walk into an expo pricing, today only 220 bucks. You just pocketed 30 bucks you would have spent. You walk over to the next booth, get yourself a couple bags of cypress mulch, wham bam, Bob's your uncle, and you got something basically for free. That is what's awesome about expo pricing. And we've talked about tips and tricks before about how to go. Should you go early? Should you go late? If you want to watch this video here, I go in more in detail about the tricks and how to get most out of expos, but why are they so awesome? Well, I think we've kind of been talking about that mostly. But even if it's not a savings thing, you can find stuff there that you can't find anywhere else. Yesterday was the toughest day at the expo. I was trying so hard not to buy these tricolor hognose snakes, and I didn't. I didn't do it just because I didn't have a setup ready for them. I did take something home though. If you want to put in the comment section below what you think that I bought, if you get it right, exactly, the morph and the species, I'll send you one of these shirts. And if you want to just buy one, you can do that too. Bam, go right there. But if you are into certain morphs, especially if you're a ball python person, holy cow, this is a gripe of a lot of people because there's so many ball pythons there. And I get it. Yesterday was kind of a smaller expo what we went to, and it was mostly ball pythons, so many ball pythons. And I get if you're not into them at all, then it'd be boring to you. But I do like ball pythons. In fact, I did a video a few weeks ago, bam, man, I'm putting a lot of cards all in the same place, about why ball pythons are so freaking awesome. So to me, that's really cool. I even got an opportunity to talk to Carrie and Barros, who are the media team for Canadian Reptile Expos, about certain things that you see at different expos around the country and in different countries that you can't find elsewhere. Because you go to these expos, you see something that you might not even know even existed. And if you live in a small community, like, for example, I don't live in a small town, but I live in the region of Niagara, so there's a whole, 500,000 people in this whole region. But if you go a little bit further away, you're kind of in the middle of nowhere, but you're still only about an hour from Toronto. So if this is you, if you've got, I don't know, the NARBC in Arlington, but you live an hour away in the middle of a farm community where your closest neighbor is a cow, you can go there where your local pet store generally will not have what you need, which is a permanent fixture, right? With these reptile expos, a lot of the times they're only once every couple months or once a year, and these are perfect opportunities for you to go find things like, I don't know, your bedding, cypress mulch, aspen, coconut core, whatever that you use, even feeders as well. Suppose that you've got a boa constrictor and it only eats once a month, which is really normal for full-size boas, BCIs, BCCs, whatever, if you want to get technical. So if you only want to buy once a year, go and buy 12 rats, 12 big rats or rabbits or whatever you feed it at the expo. And they're probably going to be, say, I don't know, $3, just as an example, in comparison to 7 at PetSmart or Petco, which you have around the corner. So you're saving a bundle of money. A lot of the times, sometimes half price for your feeders. And you can buy them in bulk. And this is a problem. Like, a few of my friends, they live in the middle of nowhere, literally up north where the polar bears roam. And they don't have anywhere where they can go and buy 1,000 mealworms even. They might get, 250 mealworms a month because there's so few people up there that have reptiles. So if this is you, you can just go and pick up a giant colony of whatever it is, as long as you can, feed it and maintain it. This is another option too. This is a really long roundabout way to say you can get feeders and supplies for really cheap and bountiful quantities where you normally probably couldn't. And knowledge. I mean, it's one thing to go online and talk about, what you want to know and learning new things, but like we talked about last week, a lot of people didn't like it. There are some times where you don't want to talk online about things for everyone to see. So if you go to a reptile expo and, you like hognose snakes, and there's a hognose breeder there, and you want to talk to them, that person is generally going to be nice to you. Even if they're not a normal, positive individual, which is so rare, by the way, in reptile communities online, in person, chances are they're less likely to be confrontational, and there's a little bit more connotation, right? Because you can read each other better in person. It's almost always a positive experience speaking to someone face to face, and you get the best information in real-time answers and real-time questions. So if you want to have a conversation, rather than ask one question and get an email back later, and then maybe it takes weeks to go back and forth, you can do that relatively quickly, and then maybe, since you're there, you buy something from them, right? There's incentive for these people, especially those behind the tables or counters or however your reptile expos are set up, to be friendly and to be cordial to you because you might buy something. Although, that isn't the main thing. In general, in this hobby, especially if you're new and you're watching, everybody's pretty nice. We all like each other. These are animals. We're trying to do the best to make sure that they have the best possible lives that we can give them. And we're there together to make sure that we know how to do that. And as I alluded to, the positivity thing, it's just a really good day in general, going to the Reptile Expo. If you go for a couple hours like I normally do, or the whole day, a lot of the times there's stuff to do, people to talk to, and tons of stuff to see. And all the people that you hide from on online forums or just choose not to post in there because of them, even if they're there, they're not going to say anything to you anyway. It's really a safe space. I hate using the PC terms, but it's really safe to go to these places and feel confident about asking the questions that you want to know and haggling with people as long as you're being respectful. So I just wanted to make a quick video about why Reptile Expos are awesome and why if you go to the Ontario Reptile Expos, you'll always see me there. I love going to them. I barely ever miss one. This video kind of sums up why. So I hope you enjoyed all the B-roll over my stupid face of what we got to see yesterday. If you haven't already, smash subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. We do videos twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays. And because I take video comments out of the comment section below, you can pick the next video, maybe. See you on Monday.